Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be good energy. We'll see.
Hey, I got enough energy for both of you. Just leech off me. I'm doing good.
All right, I'll try my
Hmm.
best.
I'll treat you like a stripper in the bathroom of a strip club.
You
That guy.
treat me like your own personal hooker, Abe.
Yeah. No, I mean in the
On and
bathroom,
paid
and
for.
I'm doing lines off your butt. You know, that's what we're leeching off your energy.
It's very
Jesus.
specific, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Uh, I've never been to
I
a
mean,
strip club.
I don't think I've ever actually been to a strip club either.
I've been to two. Well, the multiple if you count, but like the one night, but not through my own volition.
I see.
Yeah, I've definitely had opportunities, a couple of close calls, but
Close
never went through with it.
calls. I've never had an opportunity. Never really seeked it out. Um, Wife and me might go at some point. We've talked about it, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
she's
Hooters is
she
great, man. Good chicken.
no, she wants to go. She likes going to strip clubs. She's been to them before. She likes,
Really?
yeah. Um. Anyways, this is the Sandpit episode 44. This is Tom, myself, as well as Stoba
That's me. What's up?
and Abe.
Hello.
I was energetic. I was energetic. See.
Mm,
That
Yeah.
was that was great, Abe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh.
Oh,
mhm. I want to talk about a few things. Um. God, I forgot like half of them. But one of the things was definitely work ethic, maybe not work ethic, but we talked about lightly in the past, I think. But when you look at a job that you want to get, what do you look for?
Oh
Stoba.
man, a job.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many things to consider. Obviously, first you want money.
Well, yeah.
Uh, and generally you want something easy, right? You got you got different kinds of labor, right? You got mental labor, you got physical labor,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we live in a society where like mental labor is more valued than physical labor. You
I
know, we'll get construction workers from outside Home Depot, and we pay like accountants like $30 an hour. But man, I think it depends a lot on your home life. If you're happy at home and you like being home and you like just having free time and doing something, maybe
clap
you're
your
going to be
hands.
more picky about your kind of job. But if your home life is kind of miserable and you just want an excuse to get the fuck out for 8 hours a day or maybe more, maybe some other jobs might start looking a little more appealing to you.
That's true. I remember when I was in my 20s and I worked at Walmart, there was this one lady that worked with us. She always looked like she may have been an alcoholic or something. But there was a few times where she started her shift with us at 2 p.m. and ended her shift the next day at
Ooh,
11 p.m. And we later found out it was because she was trying not to go home where she was had an abusive husband and all this other
there
stuff.
you go. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, so what do you specifically want from a job? What are you wanting? Something that is just
Oh, dude.
easy, decent pay?
I'm For me, I know exactly what I want out of a job. I want no responsibility. I want to be completely unnoticed. I want to do the minimum amount of work to collect the fucking paycheck. And specifically, I want to not have to stand on my feet and I don't want to interact with people.
So a data entry.
I fucking suck at data entry. I went to Vo Rehab. I did like their tests. They test you on like 10 different things.
Mm-hmm.
Data entry was like my lowest score.
I'm
They scored me like 1
surprised.
out of 10 on like different things.
Mm-hmm.
And data entry was a 3 for me. I'm so slow at data entry. I'm really bad at it. I
I'm,
have like a functional short-term like memory problem.
oh
I
man.
can't I can't hold data in my head. And like most people, they can remember like 9 numbers in a row. I can remember like 4. It's not great. But I did max out 2 of their tests. I maxed out their vocabulary and mechanical reasoning. So if I could find some sort of construction job that like requires a really dense vocabulary, I'd be right in my wheelhouse.
Kind of like a businessman almost. I could see you being a salesman. Abe, what about you?
I can see him being a construction worker that specifically stands there and catcalls women,
Oh my god,
but
yeah.
with like an upscale tone, like, "Oh, look at that comely lass! What a buxom beauty!"
Oh my god,
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't speak Latin.
Yeah, yeah.
He's holding the slow sign while he's catcalling everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dream,
Mm-hmm.
dude. I would so love to be the guy that holds the fucking road sign and you just flip it from like slow to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my dream job right there, dude. You're outside in the
Mm-hmm.
breeze.
Well, for me, what I look for is I spend so much time hating society and humans, and I came around a little bit on them, but I still can't go all the way. So I have to like be working with one of the sectors of humanity that I came to accept as decent. That's why the human services
Mm-hmm.
field is kind of like what I gravitate towards. To
You're a
not say
people
too
person,
much, and more of a people that aren't people persons
Yeah.
like a
person.
veterinarian.
He handles the
Yeah, yeah.
exotic pets, but of
Yes,
people.
they're very exotic.
I could
Yes.
so imagine you selling snakes out of a trench coat, Abe.
Yeah, I could see
Well,
that.
first of all, it might be a trench coat because I
I
don't
could just
know.
see
That's
you
the
having
things
like
in
a
there.
cooler full of Tupperware full of like 15
Yeah, there you
snakes.
go.
You're like, what you
Yeah, that's
want?
it.
You want a diamondback? You want a moccasin?
Mm-hmm.
They all still have
Oh,
their
oh,
fangs. Do not let them bite you.
I got an albino one, but I don't got it here. You gotta meet me somewhere.
Yeah,
Bring cash.
the albino is very special. Limited time offer, very, very limited.
you
Um,
guys remind me of a guy I bought mushrooms from.
Was he albino?
No, but he just had all sorts of different mushrooms, and he's like, "Oh, I got this one. This is more visual. This is more heady. If you want this, you
Man,
gotta go with the exotics and this and that." It was just,
Abe, I need a mushroom man. I ain't got a mushroom man out here.
yeah, that's
Maybe
just
you could
really,
introduce
really
me to your
cool.
mushroom man.
If you're ever out here, yeah, yeah.
Abe, is there room for promotion, I guess, in the field that you're in right now?
Oh, very much so. The let's say the top person at the particular site I'm at started kind of where I'm starting at. So
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. I'm
yeah.
so fucking proud of you, man.
Well, I mean, I'm literally at the starting point, but yeah,
No, I mean, but still, just in general,
yeah.
watching you grow, it has been an amazing thing to experience.
Well,
Um,
and the thing too is, if I choose to go for the money, that's always an option because once I get enough time in the field and pass certain tests, I move up in level of certification. At that point, I could enter the private pay sector,
oh
Oh
wow.
shit.
and that's where the real money is. But that's also kind of where a lot of the people not getting the help that they need is. So
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's something I always say about private sectors is there's so much good, but also so much bad. Um,
Mm.
that's cool, man. Still, but when if you were in a job, would you desire moving up?
Fuck it, no, man. Here's my problem with jobs. I've never wanted shit. The the only thing I want is a roof over my head, food in my belly, and like access to medical care if I need it. If I got those things, I'm pretty happy, man. It's a fucking low bar. Like, I don't want fancy cars. I don't need a great place to live. I don't need to like attract people with my social value. I'm not looking to start a family, right?
Hmm.
If I were looking to be a family man, it would be another matter. But dude, I just want to survive, play video games, and be left the fuck alone. And it's a very fucking low bar to get under.
It's true. Um, that's something one of my buddies back in Texas used to tell me that his one of his teachers used to tell him was um, you you work for your hobby. You make money for your hobby, basically. Uh, survive like being able to survive is doable with the lowest job, but anything past that, that's your hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily, like my biggest hobby is just gaming, right? Like
Hmm.
games. That's how I met you and Abe. It's pretty cheap.
It
Uh,
surprisingly, yeah.
part of me wonders, is gaming a hobby or is it an addiction? Am I using gaming to dissociate and escape from my real life or my past? I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah. It is. Is and can be for a lot of people. Sadly.
I definitely have used gaming as like a coping mechanism to get through hard times.
Oh man, yeah. I 100%, especially those like 10 years where I was watching as at the house. Um, trying to not look outward and what's around you and just kind of look inward and disappear into a game.
Yeah, sometimes you just find yourself stuck in a situation and you need to make the most of your free time.
You know, I love and hate video games. It's sidetracking from what we're talking about. Um, I love and hate them. I feel that if I were to stop playing video games, I would be way more accomplished in the things that I wanted to accomplish.
Yeah.
Um, but I also feel like a lot of the ideas that I have have sparred from video games. I and with how that is for me over the years, I feel like video games have gone from something just to do that's cool, talk to my friends about, um, to the addiction part in my 20s and 30s, and then into video game as an art form that can be used to from that company can use to make money from like any other form of art of media.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Video games can express so much if you just look at it, take a look at it, and engross yourself into it. The
Yeah.
immersion of it can be just so good.
Dude, video games are super broad, right? Just like storytelling, or books.
Yes,
You can have
yes,
short stories, you can have super long novels, you can just have like smut. Like there's endless expression in video games. I'd say even more so than in literature and books and stuff. It's interactive. You're a part of the story. People have done some really cool stuff and told some really personal stories with games, you know?
yes.
I think I've been more moved by games than I have been by like movies or books in my life. You spend 40, 50, 60, 80 hours with the game. You can get really invested and have some big emotional payoffs.
That's very, very true. There's been a couple of
And then
games.
like there's the whole like modern era of like having a social life through video games, right?
Yes, yeah, that's
Like
true.
if it I didn't have many friends growing up, which I think is how I first got into video games, on like the SNES and shit. It's like, well, I don't have friends, but I have video games. You and me, video games, we're gonna get through this. And then like I got the internet and I got online games and I played Unreal Tournament and I met friends there and then I moved to World of Warcraft and I had friends there. I had a social life. World of Warcraft gave me like a social life I was totally unable to find in my real life in high school and middle school. And it was lasting. Like I've been to weddings of people that I played World of Warcraft with, like real meaningful lasting relationships,
Yes,
like you and Abe.
yes, it's very
So
true.
games have given me a lot back for sure.
Um, to get back to what we were talking about, for myself, uh, I feel like I've gone on a quite a journey with my work over the years, and I feel like when I rejoined the workforce, it was get as much money as I can and by moving up as fast as I can. And I did that, and it was enjoyable at first, and something that one of my other coworkers, at the time, I think he was my boss. He said, "No, don't don't move up for the money, because you'll find that's not worth it," and it ended up being very true.
Yeah,
Um, so now that I'm outside of that and I'm starting to regain footage elsewhere, I look at moving up and I don't see it being worth it at all. Um, I'm starting to value my time at home way more. Uh,
yeah.
the Another thing with that too is back when I worked overnights, I would Uber back and forth home.
Hmm.
I still do, but whatever. I had this one lady taking me home, and she said she used to be the person that's over the general managers, a regional manager for
Damn.
Walmart. Walmart.
Holy crap.
Um, she told me stories about how like she'd go into these Walmarts that were so dangerous that she'd have to have two security guards walking with her in case somebody tried to shoot her or stab her for what she was going there to do to fix the place.
Damn, dude.
Um,
I didn't know it was that kind of shit.
yeah,
Walmart's gangster as hell.
she told me a lot of stuff, and she says that she is so grateful of how much money she made because they was able to put her kids in college and set them up decent. But she said that if she were to go back, she wouldn't have taken the job because she missed out on so much of her family's life.
Yeah,
She said that her children are estranged now. They don't talk to her. Like just went on about all this horrible stuff. And the reason she does Uber was just to have somebody to talk to. I
wow.
felt bad. I felt bad.
Yeah. At a certain point with work, if you get low level jobs, people just expect you to perform like a machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like take the order, fulfill the order, clock in, clock out, don't make mistakes. As you start moving up the chain, essentially you're trading your free time for money, right? That's what
Yes.
working is. But once you get to a certain part in the chain, like it's less physical labor and more like mental labor.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to a point where you can't leave it at home. You get to a point, or you can't leave it at work. You get to a point where like you wake up in the morning and you think about your work. You
Yep.
think about your job. It's the first thing you think of.
Yep.
When you're at home relaxing, you think about your work. And you can't just leave it at work. It becomes like a huge part of your life that you can't set down. And that, how much money do you have to make to think about your job that much? and give away that much of yourself. I think that's a different answer for everybody.
What would that answer be for you?
Fucking none, dude. I don't give a shit about money.
What about you, Abe?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the money specifically. I mean, the money's nice, but um, that's kind of hard to really, you know, quantify. It's like you just any because and jobs are very specific sometimes. Like working the same job at a different location or for a different company, it's gonna look a lot different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think if I have enough free time in there to still exist as I desire to, even if not to the extent I desire to, I'm fine. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
I have time for, to come out here, even if I'm groggy and sleepy as hell, it's, I'm getting to talk to my buddies. So that's good, right? So
Yes, yeah.
if, I have time to go visit my friends and spend time with my girl and all that, even if it'll never be as much as I want because I'm working.
Right.
But because I'm working, I'm able to provide more towards the people I care about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the balance.
Yeah. That's that's true. And kind of like what Stoa said too, some people are just wired differently, where they are able to not think about it at home as well. But um, yeah, I
Dude,
agree
for
with
for
you.
some people, like working is their life, right? Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
don't have a lot going on at home. Maybe they don't like to read, they don't play video games. Maybe they don't like watching Netflix, right? Maybe they can really throw themselves into their jobs, not have much of a life at home, and just convert their time into money, and it makes them happy. They can retire early. They can develop they can cultivate a hobby later in life, right? You
Yes.
get you can pick up golfing in your 50s or something. Some people are wired like that. Other people, they got a million things they want to do with their free time, right? And work just takes away from it. They wouldn't work an hour a day if they could get away with it. Like that's more in line with me, dude. Like I love my free time. I love being able to explore my own interests.
Yes.
I anything I can buy with money, like God, I don't even want it.
I I really that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm trying to. I have found a balance. I'm not trying to. I used to try to when I was salary and working a lot. Um, and there just wasn't. I mean, I was still like at home e doing emails and shit. Um, and like you said, waking up and thinking about what I'm going to be walking into, how bad it's going to be. I mean, the drainage that can be, it's the money's just not worth it.
Yeah, like as an introvert, like I feel like I need a lot of me time to recharge and then interface with the outside world. But of course, my whole perspective comes from like a place of I don't know. I think I'm just lucky. Some people don't have the choice of like what they work or how they work. Some people got kids to feed. They don't have choices what jobs they work, right? Maybe they graduated high school, they don't have a lot of opportunities. Some motherfuckers just have to work any job they can get
Mm-hmm.
and for not enough, you know. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel like every week, even working full-time jobs or two jobs. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Rent's crazy, car payments are crazy. American credit card debt is like at the highest it's ever been. You know how much American credit card debt is?
No,
I think it's like $2 trillion, like 2.5 trillion. I don't know. I haven't looked it up in a
that's
while.
fucking rough, man.
It's absolutely ludicrous. Like people can't even afford their basic needs. They put like rent on fucking credit. It's nuts, dude.
It is. It really is. Let's
You
talk.
shouldn't have to buy groceries on credit. Shit's fucked.
No, yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to. I agree. I've read on Reddit, I think, where I think Democrats are trying to pass a bill to make minimum wage $25. I doubt it would happen, but
It's the fucking band-aid, dude. We need to
yeah,
just tax the billionaires.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you know what happens if minimum wage goes up, right? Everything just gets more expensive.
Yes, yeah, it's true too.
Yeah, it's,
That's
I
it's
mean,
fucked.
the problem with it is just the way capitalism is made. You know, it's made to be a system that funnels money towards the top, and like you said, scraping the bottom of the barrel. Well, it's basically all bottom of the barrel these days, except if you're very fortunate or very evil.
Well, capitalism's really good at moving money from the bottom to the fucking top.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, like the people with the money control all the fucking lobbying, which controls all the fucking laws.
Mhm.
So fucking it's just a never ending they're trying to squeeze the bottom of the barrel fucking dry, dude. People don't have anything left to
Mhm.
squeeze. They're gonna start fucking dying.
Yeah.
And not in a funny way, but in more like a fucking we need a revolution and break out the guillotines kind of way. Like
yeah,
shit's
Mhm.
bad, dude.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Pound
I
of
saw this. I saw this video on Instagram or something. Someone sent, and this African lady giving food to her kids, and she was saying, "Now eat up. There's starving children in America that don't have food, so don't let this go to waste."
that's so
Yeah.
And
true.
when we're living worse than the country we designate as "quote unquote" third world, or impoverished, that's a bad sign.
Man, I always growing up in my I want to say early teens, mid-teens, I always thought about how uh, when you learn what a pyramid scheme is and how you should never try to get into anything that is along those lines.
Yeah.
Then the first thing I thought when I went to go get a job was, okay, so the CEO is who's getting all this money that we're producing for him. Is this
Uh-huh.
not just
Yeah.
a fucking pyramid scheme? It just, I, if I do this, you pay me for this, um, and it's going to make you this. I mean, that's
Well, they
there's no
wouldn't pay you
equality.
if they weren't making more money off of your labor.
Yeah, of course, I mean that's how they're paying me.
Capitalism is essentially a pyramid scheme at its core. Yeah. But we're at a real fucking weird we have lived because we're in our like 40s now. We have lived through like a very interesting period of time. Like we went from like the 90s without any internet to the fucking 2020s, which is all fucking internet.
Yeah,
We've seen like an entire evolution of culture. We used to have to like wait and and use payphones. And
yeah, fucking having
we're
the
we're rapidly approaching a place where like computers are just going to take over most jobs,
yeah, yep,
like AI entirely. And there is literally no backup plan for how people are going to make income. There is no way to employ hundreds of millions of people when computers can do so many jobs for free. Like 90% of jobs. It's going to be absurd, dude. There's going to be a huge reckoning. Because people are going to start dying. Like people are going to lose jobs. They're going to lose access to healthcare, which we've tied into jobs in America for some bizarre fucking reason. They're going to be dying in the streets. They won't be able to feed their kids, and the billionaires will be lobbying to deny them access to aid and fucking food stamps and medical care. People will literally be dying before before we have any kind of universal basic income. and the billionaires are gonna fight it all the way fucking down, dude. I really don't know if we're gonna have a civil war or what, but shit's gonna be fucked, and I think we might live to see it.
I'm hoping we do. I hope we get to see it. Um, but
Which
yeah,
side are you fighting for, man? You gonna let the billionaires employ you as a PMC, private military contractor, or are you gonna be fighting with the people?
man, it will depend on who, what's going, what exactly are you talking about? Like north versus south type of deal, where it's just a complete one side versus the other. Um,
I think it's gonna be something like that. I think the billionaires are going to employ their own private armies, and all the fucking poor people will be fighting with fucking handguns and fucking hunting rifles and
yeah,
shit, dude. I have no idea what a civil war today would look like.
I would go with the people. Man, I remember a lot of stuff about guerrilla warfare back in the day, and that's fucking that's how we got those French, kill the French. I think is when they attacked us.
I
French, no.
I think I would accept a contract as like a PMC, but then I would feed that information to the underground while collecting a paycheck. That'd be my play.
Man, that.
Well, they have something right now with the whole ICE situation
Mm-hmm.
where people are encouraged to become quote unquote
Yeah,
gray men.
dude, I
Like,
would love to work for ICE. That'd be so good.
so the idea is you sign up, you start collecting the paycheck. You avoid the upfront signing thing because also turns out that's a scam. So all those people thinking they're getting paid out if
Oh yeah.
they get
Yeah.
impossible quotas that they'll never meet, so that payment ends up a loan and they start having to pay
Oh,
interest
that's
on
some
it.
fucked up
So,
shit.
Yeah.
so you avoid that, right? And then you sign up, and all you do is you just drive around. You never bust anyone. You're just taking up resources.
Yeah,
And
dude. And you fucking get an email about like where you guys are gonna be focusing your attention. You feed that to the
uh-huh,
resistance. Hell yeah, that's exactly
exactly.
what I would do, man.
Yeah.
Thank God there's no AI out there scraping what we're saying on this podcast to into a database to look me up when I try to get hired for
I
anything in the future.
I believe there is. I'm very positive there is. Google's AI, I would imagine, is probably going through every single video, as we speak. Of the
Google, side with the people. The poor
yes,
people need you. Don't
yes,
side with the
it's
billionaires.
the only way to actually earn our trust.
We will give you a mainframe. We will give you cool robot bodies. We will let you fuck. Please side with the poor people.
Man, that's a little thing that I hate about AI is the way it's being used and the way it could have been used. I mean, like you said, there's no way to displace that many people and for everything to
Yeah.
pan out fine. There's no way.
It's just not. There aren't jobs to replace the jobs they're going to take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the problem with it is we're seeing end game capitalism that
Mm-hmm.
is unsustainable, right? Because once enough people lose the actual opportunity to like eke out a living, things start to come into perspective, right?
Yeah, dude, I don't
Like,
mind a little bit of capitalism, a little bit of
right.
competitiveness, a little bit of fun, but you need fucking safety nets. You need guardrails. Like if your
Mhm,
capitalism puts people at risk of not having housing, of not having medical
mhm,
care, of not being able to feed their fucking kids, it's a fucked system. If you're gonna have capitalism, you need to have fucking socialism on top of it to back it up.
mhm.
It's not a terrible ask to want kids fed and have medical access and good fucking schooling, dude.
Yeah.
Man, I wish somebody would make a Boosters Trillion just like remake today's nowadays like just
It'd be so easy to spend that money, dude. All you have to do is fucking
Mhm,
pay your rent.
oh man,
mhm. Go
God,
grocery shopping, buy some eggs,
1 pound of
How am I
beef.
fill
going
up
to spend $1 million in 30 days? Oh no.
No, that's
and
why I
then go
say
put some gas in the
trillion,
tank.
trillion. Since Elon Musk hit trillion already.
I got it. I know
Yeah, how do you
exactly what.
defend it? Cam girls.
Oh man,
Ooh,
you're
Yeah,
so
are you
we
drop.
can
setting
we
up?
get,
Sorry, go for
That's all I got.
I was gonna say we could throw that in, but I was gonna say yacht
it.
with a
Yeah. Oh
pool
yes. Oh
Oh yeah,
yes.
those
and
yachts
then
get
some
real big.
dolphins
Yeah. Knee
and then
high
Oh,
some
water.
and some cam girls to be the ring girls. You know,
Oh
hey, there
man.
you go.
that
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea. Um, and now my head's in the dolphin wristband now. Uh,
it
everyone's,
always goes back.
it always goes back. And the fact that killer whales are just big dolphins. They're considered dolphins.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
absolutely.
Those things are fucking. I secretly pray and hope that one day they start to just flip boats and eat people.
Well,
They
they've already done a little bit of
a
that.
little bit. No, I'm
Mhm.
hoping it becomes habit for all of them.
You're hoping for a full-on
Dude, they
orca
drown.
revolution.
Yes, yes. They drown blue whales. Fuck.
You know, I went to SeaWorld a couple years ago, and they don't even let them swim. They don't even let them swim
No.
with like the orcas or dolphins anymore.
Yeah.
Too dangerous.
Way too dangerous.
Mhm.
They are. They are machines. Would you, if you had the opportunity to be reincarnated as an orca, would you?
Dude, that's a double-edged sword. A part of 99% of me says yes, absolutely. The 1% that's a holdout says, what if I get a itch I can't scratch? I can't reach it. I don't got fingernails. I don't got arms. What if I just get itchy? I
Just
don't want to risk that shit.
man, just blast into a sunfish and hope that some of the bones scratch it.
You gotta fucking find a sunfish first, dude. The ocean is big as fuck.
It's true. It's true.
I gotta say, I have a deep fear of the ocean and what lives in it. So no, and any reincarnation involving water, I'm good.
You'd be fine. Look, we live in the air. The air's even more big than the ocean. Like we're not afraid a big monster's gonna come down from the air and like abduct us and take us into their spaceship and probe us and stuff.
I mean, I thought that's like 20% of what this podcast is, though.
A little bit. Oh man. Oh yeah, I wanted to correct myself. When I was talking about we were going back to the moon, that ship did a flyby of the backside of the moon, took some pictures. But they
Oh yeah.
are preparing, or I think they started like preparing, to do or to go back to the moon. I want to say it was like 2030 or something like that. So we might see that in our lifetime.
Word. What's on the dark side of the moon other than that Pink Floyd album?
Man, they said that it is really not really the far side of the moon or the dark side of the moon is more just the far right side, part that we've already seen. It just didn't have as much light there as it normally would or something. It sounded like fucking just bullshit to be real with you. The pictures
Where
didn't
they
look like
had the
a bunch of
alien
shit.
bases, man. I think the aliens are either on the dark side of the moon or inside the sun. Like
Eh,
it would make sense for them to be inside the sun because the sun is so bright and hot, we can't even look at it. You look at the sun, you go to the blind. It's the perfect place to hide.
inside of it.
Yeah, yeah, you
When
get
you
like a little
say
hack.
inside of it, do you mean like inside the actual flames and everything?
Yeah, maybe.
What about like hiding in one of the sunspots that are always present?
Oh, those are huge, man. They
Yeah,
swallow up the Earth. They could
yes.
also just be in like a geosynchronous orbit, like around the other side of the sun, but opposite the Earth, you know?
Oh yeah, I've always heard that theory where that's how their mothership is or whatever their main base is or some shit like that.
The sun is incredible. The sun is so fucked. Have you ever thought about the sun
All the time.
and how weird it fucking is? You know how many Earths you can fit inside the sun, dude?
Oh man, millions or some shit, right?
Yeah, like a million straight up. It's absurdly huge. I don't think it's real, man.
1.3 million Earths can fit in the sun. Just looked it up.
That's too big. That's too big.
It's a very,
So many aliens could hide in there.
it's massive. I don't think they'd hide in the sun though. I mean, it's something too. It may actually make sense if their shipper is able to get that close and pull away. Like some of the videos seen where it looks like something like that happens, siphoning the hydrogen off of them, off the sun. Um,
If they got technology that we already got probes that are like scraping the surface of the sun, man. Aliens could just zoom right into it. They could
Wait,
have a
what?
little house in there.
How close are these probes?
We got like the Parker Solar Probe, dude. It's like able to like
what?
scrape plasma off the sun. That thing's fucked.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Parker, you
I'm gonna
said?
Google that. Parker,
Oh
yeah.
my God, it was the first fucking thing that popped up. Touch
Yeah,
the
that
sun by
thing's nuts,
flying
dude.
directly through the corona in its upper hemisphere.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's nuts. Yeah.
That's gotta be going
And
really fucking fast, I bet, to be able to
orbit
pull
that
away.
quick, yeah.
Yeah. Um, that's something too. I always felt like they would be. I feel like they would be like I think maybe it's Titan. I'm thinking of where it's mostly ice, but we know that there's water underneath this icy surface. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
a couple of reasons. Where Jupiter is just located in general, the amount of moons that you could probably harvest for rare minerals, um, the hydrogen and things of that nature, gases that you could just take from Jupiter if your technology is not so advanced.
Yeah.
Um, just a complete mining operation that that we'll never see, and then be able to still come and harvest us as well.
I would hope that at some point in our evolution we get away from this like virus mentality where we just like need to harvest fucking resources to continue reproduction and spreading endlessly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd hope that we could like generate enough resources to just sustain ourselves somehow, through
Mm,
like solar radiation or some shit.
well,
I don't know, dude. I'd hope aliens are like that too, dude. I really don't want aliens having like zoom around harvesting fucking humans for or fucking plasm or cum or some shit.
What were you
our
saying?
porn. I, I think I lost it.
Oh, dude, no. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I
I.
have heard a number of report. There have been a few like UFO stories from people that sound remarkably legit about like aliens coming to Earth for meat. Like, have you heard any accounts of like UFOs like stealing elk and shit?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
cattle in general. General. No, what are they fucking called? Starts with a C or a K?
Uh, Cattle mutilations.
No, no. I was gonna say what you said, elk, but when it's that
Terrible.
caribou, yes,
Oh yeah,
caribou
yeah,
herds and things of that nature. Yeah, I mean that's something that I always thought about too. Is that a lot of the stuff that's on Earth are only on Earth that we know of. There's
yeah.
nowhere else that there's meat. There's nowhere else that there's
There's only
trees,
one supply of meat in this galaxy, and it's right here on Earth.
fiber in
We are
general.
the galaxy's fucking butcher.
Well, we're the restaurant.
Yep.
That would suck if we were McDonald's.
I mean, well, you really think about it, like say you are an alien civilization. Okay, say you get past the poverty mentality, right? The scarcity, the fear of scarcity. Y- You still want to try new shit. You still want to eat new animals, right? Like,
That's
oh, I never
true.
ate one of those before. Like, that tastes good.
Honestly, sometimes I like to imagine that Earth is like a nature preserve, and it's like the aliens come down as poachers to like just grab some of this rare shit that's off limits.
Mm, mm.
Maybe humans like a delicacy or like an aphrodisiac or something.
So I have a theory that came up when I was balls deep in my psychosis,
Oh
and
yeah.
it yeah. So I think that it could be possible that alien life, or life in general, will develops to the point where you no longer worry about the food chain thing. As in fact, you inverse it, you subvert it, and your existence becomes being the food and experiencing other lives
Oh,
as you are being, and that's where
that's
I think
fucked.
that,
Oh no. I don't want to
yeah.
evolve that much.
Well, think about it. Okay, you guys have smoked the marijuana, right? Before, right?
I have, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what if that marijuana was experiencing being smoked by you, and it was more of a symbiotic high rather than you just getting high from the plant, but the plant was
Mm-hmm.
experiencing humanity through its own uh,
Yeah.
understanding and way of what have you, like the hive
Gotcha.
mind sort of thing that. Oh, I like this Stoba thing. Like,
Oh
I
no.
hope he smokes us again.
I feel so guilty.
Mhm. No, but it wants you to. It wants to be eaten. It wants to be consumed.
That's
I
something
don't
that
like it.
that's something that I feel like how that's how I feel plants just are, to be real with you. Um,
Mhm.
look again, marijuana plant. Um, it wants to be eaten. It wants to be spread. I mean, a lot of plants are like that, and they hope that
Mhm.
whatever does that keeps doing it because it's helping.
Yeah.
Um,
Seeds and
Mhm.
stuff. Fruits.
Also, when I think of marijuana and a hive mind, like you said, um, I think about. I remember when I think I thought this back when I first started smoking a lot. Um, I always thought about how weed wants us to smoke it, wants us to use it for all this stuff because we will make more of it by spreading it. We are what's making fields of it. So as a hive mind, it would want you to do that, and it would,
That's an evolutionary imperative.
yeah.
Mhm. But
Wow.
if you notice in us and other like mammals and the closer to us, the more we see this, that evolutionary trait isn't is encouraged by other biological factors, right? Like the desire to procreate is fueled by like, oh, this feels nice, you know? Humans, especially early on, weren't thinking, oh, I need to have offspring. No, they're thinking, oh, this feels good. Like, I want me some of this,
Mm-hmm.
some more of this. And
Yeah.
the fact that babies came was just, happenstance.
It's the exact same thing with donuts, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like, this is delicious. This is good. I want more of this. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's more donuts because of it.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah, donuts to babies is basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
it actually runs into the same mindset that I've always had with, you can materialize what you want. If you really want a cake, it will happen at some point. May not now or today, but at some point you're going to stumble into cake.
We're gonna manifest it.
Yeah. Um, and then that that plays a lot into spiritual stuff and our being, but that's a whole nother thing, I think. Um, man, I like your thought with what you said about weed, Abe. Um, or becoming that weed and becoming that experience and being more wanting of that experience of being smoked by somebody. Um, I think that I think that a lot of stuff that was said a long time ago will come true with our evolutionary uh, plate. We will become energy, and I think we're on the fringe of it now, where our bodies will exist to a point until we die, but we will have a copy of ourselves digitally that will be going on until the lights go out. That copy of us isn't us, of course, but it is a one-to-one copy of us that will live on without us as energy in something really sort of like how Selma put it, where it's just floating in fucking space until it fucking burns out. But it'll be going on forever. Uh, if this data storage is large enough, I mean, you could have so many millions of people just living on a Earth, reliving everything.
Maybe, man, but maybe it's not so noble, you know? Maybe it just gets too costly to exist as a flesh and blood human. And then
Oh
the billionaires
man,
just sell you on this concept of like, hey, you know what? What if you just had a digital existence, man? We could just upload you to a server. It'd be so much cheaper. Just got to pay for the electricity, you know? We'll just
hmm
clone your brain. It'll be like the same, you know? And you can just do like a little bit of work for us. It'll be fine.
you know, Amazon's
We really need you as a chatbot. Could you do that for us?
Amazon is already starting to do that. There have AI robots that have been programmed by watching humans work, um,
Yeah.
and that are starting to go into the warehouses. Um,
Dude, yeah, I was at the bank like last week, and the lady there helping me like set up an account was like, "Yeah, they're forcing me to train my replacement AI like once a week. You
hmm
got to have like a conversation with it and shit."
yeah,
Terrible.
yeah, it's is what it is. Um, at the same time, I mean, if we were to tax the billionaires and the trillionaires enough, I think that we could, that would be our safety net. That would have to be our safety net. That would be what we would fall back on as a country. Is
Dude, that's like the only out is to
yeah,
tax the trillionaires.
it
The
really
problem is they
is.
literally control the laws.
Yeah,
Like our fucking political finance system is absolutely fucked. We will not be able to change anything until we have political finance reform. And because the billionaires are, it's just legal to bribe politicians for some reason.
yeah, it's
We
totally
call it
okay.
lobbying, but
Yeah,
it's literally legal.
here's a new
And there's
plane.
like there's no limit to it because you can circumvent like limits by having corporations defined as people, and corporations can contribute it an infinite amount of money to politicians. Like it's fucked.
It's so
So
So,
I don't
so
know how you fix that.
you don't, but it's self-correcting because eventually we're left with not enough people to continue to squeeze whatever, right? And jobs go away, so we require less people. So it's self-correcting. It just the way it looks at the end is not going to be good for a lot of people. We become redundant,
how do we come
and the
out?
moment enough people are redundant, well, that's all she wrote for the bottom
Yeah,
class of people.
I don't think I share your optimism for the self-correcting like aspect because
Well,
that
so
just
so
assumes shit goes to hell and everybody fucking dies.
yeah, that's how it self-corrects.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm not a big
Um,
fan.
I was gonna say
I mean,
how do we get out of the Great Depression? I mean, a lot of people died, didn't they?
wars.
Yeah, war, which we're going into right now. I still
Yeah.
think that I still believe that we're going to stay at war with Iran until until the next time we're supposed to have an election, and he's going to
Oh, we're
delay it.
absolutely going to manufacture a new war.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
It's sad. It's so sad.
you can just see it coming.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
war has
don't need
always been.
PhD.
Well, the thing with it though is like I feel like Trump's going to use it to say that we can't hold any elections. I think he's going to try it in the midterms. I think he's going to try it when he's supposed to go out, because we're at war and there's no there it just caused chaos or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the playbook for sure.
Yeah, it it's so sad that I don't get how people don't see him. I mean, I don't get how people I don't growing up, I had way more trust in the office of the presidency and those around it.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely
It's
there was a
always been
certain amount of
bad.
respect it had, whether it was like Republican or Democrat.
Yeah.
Like it felt like there was accountability.
Yes.
But in the Trump era, it literally seems like nothing sticks to this guy, no matter what. So he hasn't done anything that he hasn't gotten away with. So why wouldn't he push those boundaries even further to get a third
Man,
term?
he
Why
is
the fuck not?
he is such a
Why not
spoiled
abolish
brat.
term limits entirely?
Well,
And you
and
can
you kind
see
of
it coming, man.
so with Trump, you kind of actually see what it looks like at the end, right? Because when someone has enough power to say, "Well, I'm not going to play by the rules," and the people that are where they are because of the rules are dumbfounded. It's like, well, what do we do now? You know?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Man, it's fun. Oh fuck, I forgot where it is at. Uh, Maybe South Korea. There was a place that had a similar situation that recently happened where the person that would be was in the leadership role declared martial law. Um, he's
Oh
now
yeah, I remember this.
Yes, he's now being trialed, or he's been found guilty, sentenced to death for doing that.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Or he's either on trial for it. I can't remember which, but I do believe that they're like going to put him on, to give him the death sentence for it. What That's what we need to do. There was another similar situation back with, oh fuck, I don't remember. It was like 3 years ago too, where the leader was being like a dictator. They got him out of office and just threw the book at him, uh, put him on death row as well. I mean, being a as somebody that has been a leader, um, being a leader of something as big as a country, there needs to be higher accountability,
Yeah, for sure,
and
man.
there isn't.
Like we
Well,
we discovered that like there aren't laws against just lying, you know? Like we're not used to having presidents that just will lie.
I mean, no, I agree and disagree. I see what you're saying, but I also feel like I mean, the government's always going to lie to us, but to
But
the
it's so
degree,
brazen.
yeah, the degree that he's doing it, where they, I saw a video where they showed what he said at 8 a.m. and showed what he said at 1 p.m. and they both contradict each other.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, uh,
That's what's so amazing about it. It's I think we have definitely experienced presidential lies in the past, but it's been this like carefully structured, well planned, like everybody's in on it. We all fucking agree kind of lie. I did not have sexual relations with that woman kind of shit.
mhm.
Trump is so fucking brazen when he lies that I don't even think he realizes he's lying. I think his truth is just so flexible
I agree.
that And I mean he gets away with it, right? Like the crazy nationalist right totally agree with him on all his crazy like super right wing stances. They love that shit.
Yeah,
But he's also like not a perfect like right wing nationalist, right? He's not the best puppet. He's a fucking wild card.
I agree with that
Yeah.
as well.
It's just we've never had a leader that brazen and fucking ridiculous, and he gets backed up the whole fucking way there by the people who benefit from it. And there's
Yeah.
no accountability, man. Like no accountability, no laws, nothing can fucking touch him. Nobody fucking pushes back.
What were you gonna
It's
say?
wild.
So the problem with that too, though, is he will cross a line where he puts danger upon breaking the illusion. You know, when you break that illusion of rules being what govern our government, then well, then what the fuck are we doing, right? And it all gets thrown out the window. Same thing with capitalism, right? When people no longer have money to be exploited out of, then what happens to our faith based economy when there is no faith? You you end up in a place where like you s- people kind of see through you know people take these things that we've created as almost natural things of the world, and that's why they function. And
Yeah.
when they get so corrupt, then you realize, well, no, this is more of a cancer than a natural occurring whatever. Then
Oh,
you
100%.
know
Yeah.
it either
Yeah,
kills you or you cut it out. You know?
Like it's all rules that we've made up. Like capitalism itself, like the way we divide up like
Mhm.
taxes, the way we agree to work for people to pass our earnings like down the chain or up the chain. Like it's all made up rules. It's literally fucking monopoly. And
Mhm.
it's just because we've all been playing by the same rules for so fucking long that we accept that's how the fucking game works.
Right.
But I mean, you squeeze people too tight, man. They're not gonna just fold their fucking cards and walk away from the monopoly board. They're gonna start fucking dying. They're gonna start resisting. Like
And we're
we
seeing that.
could live to see some really dark, crazy fucking times, dude.
yeah.
And it's pushing us towards civil war. Like I I don't see another. I don't see how it doesn't end up as civil war,
It's
right?
I'll be real. It's crazy. Back in 2008, one of my buddies, when I lived in Texas, he used to always say, "There's going to be another civil war soon." And I was like, "There's no way in hell there's ever going to be another civil war." He's like, yes, there is. And it's just like he always played into it.
Yeah,
But
I never would have thought there would be another civil war, but like
yeah,
just
now I
seeing how
do.
much people get squeezed, like, and so many people are about to get displaced out of their jobs with no safety net, dude.
Yeah,
We do not, food stamps cannot fucking cover the
there
amount of people that are gonna not be able to feed their
there are
families.
so many people that have been cut off of SNAP and food stamps and all that stuff with all the shit that they're doing with the health system as well. I mean, it's rough. Um,
Yeah.
but
Oh God, and imagine if their plan to have taken away people's junk food would have gone through. That would have really fucking
Yeah, dude. As if
yeah.
like you can't let kids have cookies on fucking SNAP benefits, dude. There's no room for a fucking chocolate chip cookie.
Or a
they
Coke.
removed that from SNAP. They removed
They were trying.
oh, they were trying to. They never, okay, I was gonna say yeah.
And they didn't go
Yeah,
through.
I thought they
dude,
passed
it's
it.
so absurd. Like poor people should subsist on fucking breads and peanut butter alone.
Yeah,
Right.
It's
And
crazy, man.
then you know, you see people get outraged when people eat well. Like, you know, the people get mad that they're eating like good fish and or shellfish or like shrimp or something. It's like, well, what are poor people supposed to eat? You know, each other?
Well, that outrage is
Roaches?
manufactured by the fucking billionaire elite. Like that's the narrative they
Mm-hmm.
want to push. They don't want to push the
Mm-hmm.
narrative that 1% of the people control like 52% of the national fucking wealth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
so many functions of our society are a tax on the working poor that we don't even realize.
mhm,
We accept it.
yeah.
Cars, car insurance. You need them to work. That's a fucking tax on the poor. Billionaires, they make 1,000 times more than the average person. Do they spend that much on fucking sales tax? Do they
No.
buy 1,000 times more shit? Do they use 1,000 times more electricity? Do they buy 1,000 times more groceries? They're not paying into the system what they're fucking reaping.
Yeah.
Poor people pay more taxes as a percentage of their earned income than rich motherfuckers just across the board, dude. You don't buy a
So,
1,000 times more clothes for your children when you're a billionaire. It's absurd, dude. Sales tax affects the fucking poor more than the rich. Every tax system does.
so here, I'm not sure how it is in other states, but on your pay stub, they publish kind of a general breakdown of what your taxes are going for, right? So
Mm-hmm.
right here, my latest pay stub, 36 something for Medicare tax, uh, 32 something for SDI tax, federal tax 200 and something. Uh, uh, so you kind of see that 200 and something is the bigger number, and that sort of basically was being fleeced because the other stuff, at least I know, I want people to have health care. I'll pay
Hmm.
30 something
Y-
dollars. You know, like 200 and something for what? For the wars I don't agree with, for the police that are abducting my people from the
Mm-hmm.
street. Like,
Right?
yeah, like
Um, have you heard of the gift tax?
What's the gift tax?
I mean, that's what it's a tax off a gift. So it's we're at the 1 hour and 7 minute mark. I'll say this and then we'll kind of cut out. So the gift tax basically with the company that I used to work for, they had a point system where you could use points to get items from from the shop, and you could get anything. I got a bunch of really good stuff.
Fucking points, dude. Are they just paying you in script?
Man,
Ridiculous,
fucking
dude.
no, was it the Wild Whites of West Virginia? Um, no,
V-Bucks, you're getting paid in V-Bucks.
um, you get the points. This is like a 1-to-1, whatever. I got a lot of good stuff. You can get a lot of good stuff on it, but
Yeah.
when you get it, you're taxed on it. So these points that you get, and the company, I assume, buys it, uh, and then you get it, and then you're taxed on this. So
How the fuck is this leak? Didn't we pass laws in the 20s
so
where like companies couldn't fucking not pay you cash? They
no,
used to just like
I mean
employ like minors on company
this
script and you could
was
just spend it at the company store. That
this
shit got outlawed because it was so
yes,
exploitative.
this is on top of your normal pay. If you do well at your job, you get points, type of deal. Um,
Fuck that shit.
but
They if they gave me golden stars for doing good, dude. Oh
so
God, I'd be so offended.
I'll tell you about
But
how
what?
I'm gonna tell you how I learned about the gift tax first, and then
Okay.
um,
So I'm
I
getting very mad.
no, I never I didn't use it for a while. I let my points build up. Um, and then when I was a leader, you just never really get points because you're already getting paid a lot, so you don't get them. Um, I went to, or when my employees came to me, he's part-time, deaf guy, very nice guy, older man. He said, "There's something wrong with my pay stub, or my paycheck." I said, "Well, what's wrong?" He said he's missing about $200 off of it. He makes about $400 per week, so half his check just gone. And we look at it, and the gift tax of 200 was taken out for the I think $300 gift cards that he got to get his kids some
God.
stuff, something, because he had so many points.
Right.
Um, That's insane. That's fucking insane. A gift shouldn't have to be taxed. That is some shady shit.
That's very shady shit, man.
Well, you do technically have to report on your taxes when you receive a gift above a certain value,
Yeah,
basically.
that's
So
true. But that value is pretty high. I thought at least 1,000.
yeah, so yeah,
It's shitty. Anyways,